is the Speaker Knockers.
Boonch Montana, Boonch Montana, Boonch Montana. First time on the track, but I push you back. I said first time.
Yes. Nice. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right.
All right.
It's just all of our inside jokes coming through that door.
First the giant cashew, then the
Exactly.
What was it? The core four.
Core four, yeah.
Who were the core four? I know it was a bit, and then we made it like about jazz musicians that we thought had funny interview moments, like Sherman Irby and
Yeah.
Cyrus Chestnut.
Yeah, and then Mr. Holloway was in there as well. I remember that.
You mean
all
Mr.
right.
Holloway and a giant cashew. So
Nice. Dream team.
Where have you been?
Where in the world is Carmen something? What was that show?
What is that? No, seriously, I recognize that. What is that?
Yeah, where in the world is like Carmen Miranda? Is that what it is?
Isn't that the Chiquita Banana Girl? Or am I crazy?
I'm looking it up. Hold on.
It just gives you GPS coordinates.
Oh, Carmen Sandiego. Yeah, that's what it is.
Where is she? She's exactly right here. Go get her.
Yeah, like we have the answer. I always thought it was weird. They call her Carmen Sandiego, so she's just in San Diego all the time.
Is that? Oh, okay. So her last name isn't the city San Diego.
No, I mean her last name is San Diego, like all one word.
Give it up.
Solid beginning of the podcast content here.
Next week, Carmen San Diego. We'll have her on.
Yeah.
I promise. We're a quick moving machine over here at Boonch.
Oh yeah.
Well, where have we
Nice.
been? Where have you been?
We've been
What am I
gone
drinking?
for a
What are
little
you
while.
drinking? We've been gone for
Where
a little
am
while.
I right
Who are
now?
you?
Where in the world am I? San Diego.
Wow. Yeah.
You
start.
Tell me about it. Okay. I'm good. I've been here in Virginia the whole time, and doing well. Mostly just working. That's been like the big thing. Working at the Safeway. All right. And it's been really good. And I'm working, like, I don't know if I've already said this on the podcast, but when I interviewed, the guy was like, it'll be like 16 to 24 hours a week. And I was like, oh, that seems very easy.
Reasonable.
And now it's like 35, 36. So it's fine. I have nothing else to do, so might as well do that.
Why did they increase your hours? Just because?
I have because they want me to work more. That I think we're still like really understaffed in the whole store.
Gotcha. You just do your job so well that the managers start like they start deferring to you for every They're like, this whole place falls apart unless we have you right here.
Yeah, no, it's
you accidentally walk into the lounge one day and there's like a picture of you with candles around it, and they're like bowing, and then you come in and you're like, yo, what's up, guys? They all put it away.
Yeah. It's like that scene in Breaking Bad where where those two brothers like go to that place and put the little picture of Heisenberg on that thing with all those like demons. It's just like a little picture of me going like, hey, what's up?
It's a picture of you picking out groceries at the Safeway.
Exactly. It's like some blurry candid shot of me just holding a banana. But
so
it's a really
wait. Now that you mentioned it, are you rewatching Breaking Bad?
No.
Then you have good memory. Because I recently rewatched Breaking Bad because Sebastian was rewatching Breaking Bad, and I thought it would be like a trend. But hey, that's why they don't call me the sociologist, right?
Nice.
So tell me, Is the job good?
Hold on, I have to sneeze.
Achoo. I added sound effects, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I muted there. Oh, it's good. No, the job is good, and no, lots of really great people that I get to work with, which is very nice, and some fun, crazy stories, kind of.
I'm all ears.
Not really.
I'm literally all.
I told you. I texted
ears.
you about the one thing. Everything that I am is ears.
It's the scene from Breaking Bad, but I just put up a picture of ears.
And everything in the background is also ears.
Yeah, lit ear candles.
You think they've made that? You think people have made like like a wax candle, but in the shape of an ear? That's probably cool.
Madame Tussauds is a place that exists.
Oh yeah, though that's
not
true.
Candles, but
it's wax. That would be really weird.
You have like a full Madame Tussauds wax. You have to keep it your house a certain temperature, but then you come in and you light a wick at the very top. God, that would be.
It's just famous people melting.
We should add it. We need to add it to our list of absurd business ideas.
yeah, Madame Tussauds, but it's candles, so you can like burn Conan O'Brien. That's fun.
Okay, so Safeway.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I'm all ears. So no, it's just fun, and yeah, I texted you about this a few weeks ago that we had an order. So I came in at 1, and the person who was there before me was like, "I need help," and I was like, "Okay," because there was this guy named Oscar who had at the morning he had ordered 36 bottles of cooking oil, and we were like, "What? Already? This is weird."
Mm-hmm.
And then
what size? Later, I think that's important.
Oh, that's a good question. Like 48 fluid ounces, mostly. He did have like specific requests. Okay. We're gonna
this much
here. Nice. Yeah, there we go.
So about
I was wondering when this guy was gonna make an appearance. Yeah, no, like a pretty big, like a normal bottle of like canola oil vibe there.
So 36 of those.
36 of those, yeah, and then ordered 80 more. And then ordered 80 more. So he had ordered 196 bottles of cooking oil. And we were like, I mean, I guess we'll give it to him. And we completely we just like cleared our entire cooking oil section. And we sent it to him in like a few different DoorDash orders. And they all said they had to like go to this weird like storage warehouse for it. So we had a lot of different theories about what this guy's deal was.
What do you think? Because I'm curious. That sounds like drugs.
No, we were a little worried that it was like a bomb or something, and like, or you could make like gasoline or something. I don't know how things work, but like making something weird out of all of this oil.
He's just trying to create a competitor to Safeway, and he's just buying all their inventory.
That was the other thing. Yeah, he was going to sell it all at like a really high markup because nobody could find it.
Apparently, there was some story of some philosopher who used science to figure out when the crop of olives during some year is going to be the best. So we bought up all of the olive presses in the city, and then everybody and he got rich off of those. So maybe he's predicting like some cooking oil shortage.
Yeah, exactly. It's all whatever's going to happen in the Middle East, it's all going to like it's all connected. It's all the economy. He knows what's happening.
Globalization.
Yeah, my fingers.
Globalization. Cooking oil.
Yes.
That should be our book.
I'm ears. Yeah.
My fingers, globalization. What was the last one? All ears.
Cooking oil.
I'm all ears.
I'm all ears. My fingers, globalization.
Any other stories? Cooking oil.
Crazy. I did a excuse me, I did a 5 to 1 shift yesterday, like 5 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m.
Oh my God.
which was I'm amazed. There are people who, like, the other people that this is my first time doing that shift, and other people have been doing it like my boss does it like 6 days a week or something like that, because she's crazy. So I don't know how people do that. But God bless.
God bless. Yeah,
God
that's
bless.
that was like everybody at Panera, because it's
Mm,
Panera, they open early and
it's
then
a
you take
morning place. Yeah.
You're not there late into the evening having drinks at Panera.
Right.
The Panera
There's
is
not a
not the
last
local
call at
watering
Panera.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay
I
here.
was just gonna, yeah,
But yeah, I was thinking about it.
at Panera. Yeah.
Panera. If you want your last round of
Last
Danishes
call
now,
for
yeah,
bagels.
last call for bagels. God.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it's no, it's a very fun time, taking up a lot of my time, which is good.
And it seems like good
And
exercise. Am I right in assuming that?
you're right in assuming that. Yes, it's a lot of walking around. There are like rare days where it's boring because we don't have any orders and I'm just sitting there a lot. But besides that, it is no, it's a lot of just walking around and lifting things, and I'm trying more to lift things like with my legs rather than my back, because I learned very early
my lower
that
back.
that's not good. Yeah. I had to lift. Some guy had ordered 50 pounds of cat litter, and
Oh God.
I was like, I could just lift this.
Let's put this
bent
all
over.
right
That's
here
gonna
in
be
my
fine.
lower lumbar.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put this all in one vertebrate and then just
hope it goes well.
Yeah. No, but no, you're absolutely right. It's good exercise, and on the flip side of that, though, I keep getting like discounts, and I'll be like hungry at the end of the day, and so I keep coming home with cookies. So there is that. So it's
Can I
it's
show
bouncing
you?
out.
Can I show you something? Speaking of cookies, this is like a preview into our next TikTok.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Or into one of our next TikToks.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Amelia thought it was funny, but okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Gotcha.
I'm gonna do mid podcast sound effects.
Why can't I see it? What's going on here? Hold on a second. I'm stall.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, I got it to work.
All right. Nice.
So, yeah, this one's called Cookies.
Cookies. Yeah, not that I just want to smell them. The dopamine is coming because I want to eat them.
That's it.
Nice. Love it. You can't argue with that logic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can't.
It's because of the eating.
It's because of the eating. I love making those TikToks because it's okay. Two things I want to talk to you about those, even though this will be like a Boonch strategy session. Everybody will be able to hear it.
Yeah. Let us know if you think our business is going in the wrong direction.
With this one TikTok. So the TikToks are really fun because it's not that I just verbatim create like it's not our just verbatim conversation just as a shorter form. I think I did that for one of the earlier ones, but I've started like making new things out of it, which weren't there before. Like that Beethoven one I sent you. That's not that's not what you were referencing, right? Like I cut it so that it sounded like you were talking about that.
Interesting.
And so it's just creatively more fulfilling than the highlights, which is fun. And then what I feel bad about is that I don't really try to make things like I don't try to make TikToks that highlight myself because I feel weird about that, you know? It's like am I going to cut me saying something that I think is funny? No, it's like whenever I laugh, it's at something you say. So that's like a lot of the TikToks has been you saying something that I think is interesting or funny and then splicing it together to make it even more funny with something else. So
We need to change that. That's not good. We're it's not the Boonch boy.
It's not the Boonch boy.
That's all I'll say about that.
That's true.
Okay. Takes two to tango in the tulips.
So yeah, I'll try to include myself more or make them more dialogical. Dialogical? Yeah.
Yep. Now it is. Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. I will say though, I think the like the colorblind one that you sent me the other day, I have been thinking that TikTok does seem to work well, like that format does seem to work well for our sort of humor because it's all about like shortness.
Yeah.
And if we can just like cut it off at like a very random place, and I think that adds to it. So
yeah, that's what I like about it. And it's like TikTok you can do up to a minute. That colorblind one was like 6 seconds. Like, really short. Because what's weird is that Instagram, they have I think I've talked about this where every other thing is like stealing TikTok from TikTok. Instagram has Reels, YouTube has Shorts.
Right.
YouTube has Shorts. But
just a pair of shorts.
Yeah, just one pair of shorts. They have no other.
The CEO of YouTube has one pair of shorts.
Everything else is credit. But and Instagram Reels is shorter of a time than TikTok is. TikTok allows you 60 seconds, and then Instagram only allows you 30 seconds. It's like it's crazy because it feels like content is now just becoming shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter, and Instagram is sort of necessitating that. And it's like, how much shorter can we get? You know, like I know we're a part.
Colorblind, and then it's just cookies.
Carmen Sandiego, bye. And it's kind of scary, but it's also I find it funny still. So it's both.
Yeah, well, again, I think
being critical of it.
That's the dream. It's sorry, it's still just so big. Obviously, like with like attention spans, people are talking about like, you know, no one's reading long things anymore. Everybody's only reading the headlines and all that sort of stuff. And yes, it's a problem. But as you said, there is going to be a limit because eventually, like, things are still going to have a time to them, you know, like you can't, it's like, or thing like a headline is still going to have words.
Content. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So like, it's going to stop somewhere, and that's still not good that it's going in that direction, but it's not like, you know, global warming where it's like, oh, you know, I can't, this is never going to stop, that sort of thing. So yes.
There is a limit.
There is a limit.
There is a limit. You heard it here.
So first. We talked about where I was. Let's hear from you. What's been going on?
Yeah.
It's you talking about where you've been.
Yeah, it's only in that stairwell.
Yeah.
Amelia's gone. The whole apartment's burned down. All I have is this.
Yeah, there's nothing else around. Yeah,
it's like the play Les Miserables.
Yes. But say more miserables is less miserables.
Wow.
Nice. It's a thinker.
Wow. You'll be thinking about that one on the drive home.
Yeah. Chew on that for a little while.
We win a Pulitzer. Um,
Sorry, continue.
yeah, a lot of work. So the
Mm,
week before Indiana, it was really kind of slow because that was like the week that everybody got off school and like no one needs tutoring on the last couple weeks of school.
right.
Um, it and like it's that in between period where people like don't need help with their classes and are kind of need a break from school, and then with the people who want to start back on the SAT ACT stuff.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
now it's picking back up, and last week it was pretty busy. I'm getting like 25, 30, 35 hours, which is
Damn.
good, but also a lot. And then when we're not doing that, Amelia and I have joined a climbing gym. Have I told you about the climbing gym?
Ooh, very fun.
I've
No.
been climbing. Yeah, that's
Nice.
we've been
Jacob
going.
Zippel.
Yeah, it's
That's all I know
Jacob
about climbing.
Zippel. Jacob
That's what I said.
Zippel.
Yeah.
Give it up. Yeah, he's
Nice.
like crazy. I
Yeah.
like.
Not about climbing, just in general.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just,
He's a loon. Um,
yeah.
yeah. Before I knew anything
Yeah.
about like, I'm a complete beginner at climbing, and so Amelia introduced me because her and her dad go climbing all the time.
Hmm.
And uh, yeah, we went to this gym one day, and then they roped us in with a membership. They're like,
Classic
you
gym.
can get the first 2 months of your membership for the price of one, and basically if you come 2 more times it pays for it. We're like, and so we've been
Yeah.
like 8 times since.
Very good.
And so yeah, and now I'm realizing how hard it was. Like, we watched
Mm.
Free Solo, that movie about the
Yeah.
boy that climbed high,
Yeah.
and then watched
That's
some of
the subtitle
yeah,
there. The boy who climbed high.
uh, God, Alex Honnold is such a boy.
Mm.
Like an infant, like a toddler.
Yeah. What a little boy he is. He climbed so high
He climbs so
as a
high
small child.
as one small child. Um, and so we watched that, or I watched that, and I stalked Jacob Zippel's Instagram because it's all climbing stuff, and it's like,
Mm.
at first I was like, oh, and now I realize
Please.
it's I'm like, why? Who cares? I could do that yesterday, and now it's very hard for me.
Yeah.
So it's mm, what's the lesson here? Ignorance is not bliss. That's one. Um, all hatred stems from ignorance. There's another one.
Nice.
That's it.
Good. That's it. Yeah, that's the
I
main
hated
one.
Jacob Zippel until I climbed. That's the lesson.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're gonna take anything away from this episode. Well,
I
good.
hated Jacob Zippel until
Right.
I
No
climbed
caveats
one.
after that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, good. No, that sounds good. And also, I think, new ways of exercising is always sort of exciting.
Mhm.
And definitely not something I've done in a while. But that's always very exciting, and working new parts of the body, and being challenged in a fun physical way.
We should be one of those old Jewish people like Adam Sandler, who Adam Sandler's like really good at basketball.
Weirdly good at basketball.
And we should be like those old guys that are like kind of overweight, but we kick butt at basketball. We just like stroll up to a random park because we're retired. Just shoot hoops with the boys.
Don't think that's ever going to be me.
Do you remember when we did that with the boys, and we were at Carl Sandburg, and then we played some kids?
Yeah, I do remember that. That was
Didn't
fun.
we lose or no?
Probably.
You and I just didn't take it seriously.
I just kept yelling that I was going to music school.
Oh.
I was so bad.
I remember one of us figuring out what one of the kids' name was, and then just
just yelling his name.
Carson.
Yeah.
Just around the court.
We kept trying to convince him that we were on his team, right? And it was like, no, pass it to me, Carson.
That That is a good bit, and it will never not.
Yeah, no, it never gets old. Well, cool.
Yes.
Nice.
It's been also like weirdly the perfect temperature this whole summer. It's been like 74.
Wow, that's really nice.
There was one week that it was hotter, but it's like it's really dumb. It's like because yeah, I don't know. I never thought that heat was that bad until I didn't have air conditioning, and then I realized, oh my god.
When did you not have air conditioning?
There's no air conditioning in this room. There's one fan, but this apartment doesn't have heating or air conditioning. So we bought an air conditioning unit, but one of them was like $80, and we have it in the kitchen, and so it doesn't really get in here when I'm in my lessons because I have to have the door closed, and it's like
sure.
And so what am I to do? And then Massachusetts was like, mwah. And
nice.
This is a very.
Did you say?
Yes.
Sorry. Did you say it doesn't have heating though? In Massachusetts?
I don't think it does. I think they have baseboards, but I don't think anybody knows how to turn them on. Or yeah, this has a baseboard, but.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds cold. In the winter.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think the baseboards work pretty well, but yeah, you just gotta light it up. And this room especially is like, it's like an addition on the regular apartment, so it's like not like up to code at
it's all. Just like sticking out of the building.
Like the Despicable Me house or something.
Yeah. Wow, that's again. I'll repeat it. I'll say it again. That sounds cold.
Yeah, because if it's 74 in July,
right?
Nuh-uh.
Don't you even go there.
That's why the retired Jewish people in our apartment building in Miami only go there like from October to February. And
right.
Then go back to Canada.
Yeah. Smart.
Canada in the summer, Florida in the winter.
It's a good time.
Deal.
Nice. Right. Well, yes. Good. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? No. How's it going? No, so I'm doing this thing. This has been for the past like week and a half now. I'm like halfway through it. It's a 3-week program. That's how numbers work. And it's called Jewish Change Makers, which is like,
you give them $1, they give you back.
Exactly. When I first told my dad about that, he was like, "That already sounds like a problematic image." Yeah. Just counting out their coins and but it's a thing sponsored by the Jewish Federation. The Jewish Federations of North America.
Nice.
And it's fine so far. I don't need to get into a lot of it, but
please do. But please
okay.
do.
No, it's fine. But so we had a speaker at one of our sessions yesterday, who is an Ethiopian Jew who lives in Israel. And she was talking about like, all of it that is, a part of that. And I was like, I can't relate to any of what you're saying. But have you seen me?
The only thing is I've been in a synagogue.
Right, exactly. I mean, and it was interesting because she was talking about how in Israel, some people are like, you're not really Jewish because you're black. And then when she was in America, people were like, you're not really black because you're Jewish. And it's like, everybody needs to calm down about everything. But so
you're not really.
Yeah.
You're not.
I'm gonna decide that you're not black. Yeah. But we got into this. So my parents and Philip's home, by the way. Yay! Star of that episode of Boonch Boys with Philip.
We should have him on again. We should also have Amelia on again.
Yeah.
He's one.
We should. I was thinking we should like repeat our guests, but put them all together. Not all of them, but like no, but like get like interesting combinations, like your dad and Philip, and just like see what happens. Yeah, like who's that British guy? Yeah, like like your Graham Norton situation where he just gets a bunch of people.
Oh,
and you just have a conversation. Yeah. Anyway, Philip's home, and so we were having a discussion last night because this woman, her name was Tali Semani, something like that, and she is part of an organization. I don't know if she is specifically a member of this, denomination of Judaism, but she's part of an organization called Maoz, which is based around Messianic Judaism, which is Judaism, but they believe that Jesus was the Son of God and was the Messiah. And we were like, interesting. I think a lot of people's immediate reaction is like, that just sounds like Christianity. Mm-hmm. And so we got into this discussion about like, because there are a lot of Orthodox Jews who would be like, you're not Jewish, you're not really
black.
Jewish. yeah. So we got into this discussion about like what no we got a discussion about like,
I should cut it there.
Yeah, that's a classic TikTok right there. About like, number one, why, number two, what? No, number one, oh wait, sorry, you're frozen now.
You are too on this. Oh, that was a really good screen.
Oh no.
Oh, these are perfect for. Oh no, there we go. A little bit. There we go. I think we have you back.
Okay, there it is. Now it is.
You were frozen. You were frozen on the best ones, like, or.
That's good. Yeah, that's normally my face. Just yeah. So again, like, do there need to be these lines that people draw and say like, this is not Judaism anymore, and if there are, who gets to decide what those are? That's obviously going to be a big problem. But is the belief that Jesus was not the Messiah, is that such a core tenet of Judaism that it is reasonable for an Orthodox or even a conservative or Reformed Jew to say, you, a Messianic Jew, are not Jewish? And my argument was that whether or not they can say that, it's entirely unnecessary. They can obviously factually say you are not an Orthodox Jew because you don't do what we do, but to invalidate someone's Jewishness seems unnecessary, and that Orthodox Judaism is not hurt by including Messianic Judaism in the larger umbrella of Judaism. But I wanted to ask your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't know what the essential thing that makes Jewish people Jewish,
Yeah.
Like, there are lots of core things that people could technically disagree on, but still identify as Jewish. And there's these fringe things that you could technically knock down people for and say that they aren't a real version of this, when in reality there's definitely no perfect one of those. And so if that doesn't exist, then is anybody like valid to be called that thing, right? So there are the things that you might think that would disqualify someone as being Jewish, like maybe being atheist, or I don't know, like not caring about history or the Hebrew or whatever.
I don't care about the past. You're not Jewish.
And it's like, yeah, I can see how that would be. Yeah, like not being religious or any one of those could probably
Yeah.
disqualify you on an orthodox ground for sure. Um, but then there's this whole spectrum of things that are from that, like not believing any of it, to like the smallest granular detail. And what's the essential thing that makes someone Jewish? There's a whole list of things that intertwine and change, and has this whole spectrum that there's no way that you can necessarily say this is where Judaism starts and where it stops. And so,
Yeah.
I mean, believing Jesus was the Messiah doesn't necessarily mean you have to praise him, right? Like, why? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what the sort of rituals are.
yeah, I literally have no idea about Christianity. It's crazy. Like, I have absolutely no idea. Like, I don't know anything that they do in church.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Let's just keep guessing. No. No,
What
I
did you
yeah,
guys
no,
come up with?
I agree with you. I mean, we got I was, on the side where I said I was, and I think my dad agreed that it was unnecessary, but I think, he always does a very good job of maybe not like playing devil's advocate, but at least like representing other opinions and stoking the flames of the argument fire or something.
There we go.
And so, yeah, that's what it is. And so, yeah, so we were talking a little bit about it, and we were trying to compare it. Well, the other thing I was going to say is, like, I feel like Orthodox Jews could say, like, I am not Jewish because I don't keep kosher or something like that. Like, there's these little things that for whatever reason that they could exclude me. But again, I feel like it would be fine and completely factual to say you're not Orthodox Jewish because you don't do these things that we do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, again, unnecessary to say that I am not Jewish because of that choice specifically that I make. So
yeah, which is one thing that I think Christianity has. So I think human beings love to categorize inherently, but Judaism seems to have, I mean, maybe it's just because I haven't investigated it enough, but there's like 30 denominations of Christianity where with Jews, it's just like 3 main camps. And
there's more than I thought, though. I will say that.
There definitely is. I'm probably just uneducated. But like for the layman reform person, you think that there's only 3.
Yeah, no, that's true. But no, there's like humanist. That's a new bigger one.
Maslow.
Nice. And
psychology.
Yeah. Classic Maslow reference there. But there's also my mom was naming some last night. She honestly knows much more about Judaism than I do. But she a Christian, but she was talking. She said there was something called like liberal, and I was like, what? But I think that's like another sort of thing. But yeah, no, I think you're right. There are like a ton of Christian denominations.
Like too many. It's
well, I don't think it's our place to say that.
I just keep backtracking. You know what?
Yeah, actually, there's not enough.
Boonch Christianity. No, let's not be sacrilegious here.
No, let's
not piss off 75% of the United States.
The big guy up. Oh no, we're talking about the people.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, that was the discussion going on at the Drembus dinner table last night.
Yeah, that's
no, it's all right.
That is interesting. Another thing that's going on with my family. Let's switch families.
Yeah, please.
Let's
do it. Yeah.
We just end the podcast and become each other. So Leah is currently applying to colleges, or is in that process.
Nice.
And
she going into her senior year?
Yes.
Okay.
So
cool.
She's yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
She's let's just call it less motivated than I was to sort of do the whole college application process. And so I wanted to get your opinion, because all I really have is the process that I had, and what my parents observed of me, which was that I pretty much did everything in terms of the research, and like I figured out the schools that I wanted to go to, and I would spend a lot of time just like sort of looking at all of that. I found it interesting and fun to, like, I don't know, imagine yourself different places. And Leah doesn't seem to be doing that. She doesn't really have a lot of desire to, I don't know, do that whole study part. So what was it like for you, like the before applying to colleges, like looking at different colleges and stuff like that?
I honestly don't remember, which is not great for, the podcast, but I don't want to lie. So, I mean, I think as always, I do and did a less than you. Like I do, I don't think I was like, highly motivated and like, I'm gonna, that sort of thing.
That's me.
But, we're all familiar. But I mean, I think I looked at the colleges and I had a few in mind, and then my parents were like, you have to have one in school or in state. And
you have to have one that's a school. You're like, damn it.
Yeah. Dang it. Yeah. All right. There goes
this open field. There goes,
yeah, there goes Safeway.
Martha Washington Public Library.
Yeah, but no, I mean, okay, so here's what I would say is that because it's certainly not like I'm not going to be in a position where I'm like judging Leah. That's the worst. I'm so uncomfortable with that, and it's not at all what I'm trying to do.
Do
here.
it. Do it.
No.
Leah's
stop.
behind here and she's crying.
Yeah. The thing that I will say is just that, number one, I don't know. I mean, you or she would have to tell me that if it reflects, a larger attitude just about college in general. Number two, I would just say that things work out as they should. That has been a rather new belief in my repertoire of beliefs. That Arsenal, thank you. Much better.
Actually, no, repertoire is pretty good.
No, I like Arsenal.
Cut.
There's not enough Christian denominations. Yeah, I think that, I went into school with a very definite plan about music, and I was all like, I need to be super motivated and super hardworking and all this sort of stuff. And very quickly, I was like, this is not for me. And I probably like hung on to it a little bit too long for a number of reasons. But I do think that, again, things have a way of working out as they should, and that yes, we need to plan and work hard and all this sort of stuff, and this is a conversation I've been having with my dad a few times now, regarding like what I'm going to do after graduation. And I'm in a place where I'm like, I don't know. And I'm trying really hard not to have to know, not to make myself know. And just sort of have faith that, because this is what I've been hearing more and more from people. Sorry, I'm going like way all over the place.
We're in it.
Let me just keep going down this road. This is something I've heard from a number of people who've been speaking at this Jewish Changemakers thing, is that a lot of them have found this sort of, vocation that is, their calling, and they're really excited to help people and whatever, be a part of this Jewish community. But a lot of these same people didn't have that plan, going into college, getting out of college. There was a guy who was like, yeah, I wanted to work in like Russian economics. And he ended up, doing this thing where he was like sort of like a mini like Jewish Peace Corps thing in Ukraine. And he was like, it was like the best thing ever. And he was like, I never planned on doing this. I had no idea what I was going to do. And a friend of mine just said, maybe you should try this. It was like 2 days before the application deadline. And he just applied and got in. And then he did it, and now he's super excited and wants to keep going with this stuff. So, and stuff like that, where it's like, things just seem to, I don't want to make, I mean, obviously it has something to do with like the amount of like privilege that I have, that things just seem to work out for me. But like, it also is opportunities present themselves. And I think that, especially someone like Leah, I don't think it's going to be, forever detrimental if she's not like, going insane about college. Final answer.
What a game changer. No, yeah, that I think that's very true. And what you said about whether or not this is sort of an underlying consensus about college in general, I think this, like, our generation especially, is it's weird. We've sort of grown up during the time when it's like this weird confluence of college is essential, college is ridiculously expensive, and it's like, I don't want to say cheating, but it's like, I don't want to say less rigorous either. It's just like, there's a lot of ways that you're able to sort of get through your studies a little bit easier using the help of the internet and using the help of friends, and like it's a lot easier to do the work for it.
Sure.
And so I think it creates this jaded but also necessary view of college as like this thing that you just do, but you do it for the culture and for the time and for the thing, right? Like, it's not so much now a means to an end. It's now just a thing that you do, a thing that happens, even though you might not necessarily find what you want doing it. Because a lot of people think they're going to find out what they're going to do when they go to college, and they might be right, but then they end up doing something completely different after. And it's like, what was the point of college? And I think that's what is going through Leah and other people's heads. Like, why would I do this? And and the reasons that most people provide don't seem satisfactory. And so it's easier to just be like, yeah, things will work out, because if I don't have to focus on this stuff, and then eventually it ends up not being the path that I take, then why did I focus or try so hard on it? I don't know. Maybe that might be it.
That's interesting. I think there are a few different dimensions to, I think, specifically how our generation has. Yeah. No.
I think there are a few different dimensions.
Yeah. In my opinion, there's dimensions. But no, I think there are a few different dimensions to how our generation has started to view college. Um, you said it's essential, but also, crazy expensive. It seems as though it's essential for um, certain employment outcomes, but not for like living a happy life, And I think more and more we're finding that, it's not like, what my dad was talking about this, like when he went to college, and it was like you go to high school and you get good, you try hard and you get good grades, and then you go to college and you do your major, and then you get out of college and pretty soon you have a job that relates to your major, and that's the whole thing, and then you stay in that job and then you retire, and it's just not that world anymore. They talk about how like the average person our age is going to have like whatever 5 different jobs.
32 jobs.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, all at the same time. No, and and also that whole thing of like 90% of the jobs that we'll have haven't even been invented yet, and I'm like, how in the world could you possibly know that? They haven't been invented yet.
They're like, we know.
Yeah, no, yeah, we know.
90% of the jobs that you will have, I know, and you don't.
Right. I have yet to invent, but I know what they're going to be.
Maybe elect me a senator.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Maybe I know the jobs.
I know the stuff. We'll just see. So yeah, so I do think that I think there are benefits to college that are not what we've always thought they are. I mean, like, yes, there is the data, or there are the data that show that people with college degrees on average have a higher salary, that sort of thing. And it's like, yes, if that's what you're looking for, you probably need to go to college. But I do think that it's kind of actually a good thing, like you said, that it's not necessarily a means to an end at this point. That it can just be somewhat of a transitional, introspective time in someone's life, where we're coming a little bit more independent, and a little bit more, hopefully exposed to more, differences, different views, different opinions, all this sort of stuff. And I think there's a lot that we can get out of that. And as I said, even if things don't go like, according to my plan that I had when I went into college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
no,
things don't
no,
happen
absolutely.
according to your plan that you have.
Right. Yeah. If for Leah, it doesn't work out like my plan.
I'm going to get really angry.
Yeah, I'm upset now. It can still be a very important thing, because I certainly think I've learned a ton more and experienced a lot more in college than I thought I was going to. So again, I think being open to the opportunities, both the sort of physical, internship job sort of opportunities, but also just the learning opportunities, very, very important. Got to be open-minded and willing, and just roll with the punches.
Mm-hmm. Episode 19, roll with the punches. So look, I'm gonna have to call it here.
Yeah, we've been going for an hour
already.
Already.
Yeah, I have a lesson later today, and
nice.
I have to eat maybe. But this was lovely.
As always.
You and I.
Come on. What is there to say that has not already been said?
I really want to make like all of the episodes into a DVD set and then put it in the ground.
The Boonch Boys box set.
Yeah, but put it in a time capsule and bury it
nice.
where no one will find it until the next civilization. God, wouldn't that be great? Like, human civilization gets wiped out, but then all that survives is the Boonch Boys box set. God, wouldn't that be the best, to be the only representation of humankind?
Yeah, we're such a bad representation of humankind. Not that we are bad, but
Not
just that we
we're
do not represent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a poor
We are
data
not
set.
what everybody else is.
But
Yeah.
anyways, hopefully everybody liked Claire last week. Give it up to Claire.
Good times.
We're just gonna praise Claire
Like
every episode.
Yeah.
Until we stop. But
that's how that works. All right.
Henry, do you have a goodbye to say to the people? Maybe
Bye.
What about a goodbye message? How about
bye?
Do you have a lesson from this episode you want to give them?
David hated Jacob Zippel.
First time on the track. From I push you back, I said first time on the track. From I push